Right. It's been a while since I was able to stream. Had a lot of, well, health problems, a lot of lack of internet, really, which has been frustrating. But I didn't know what to play. I didn't really feel like playing anything, so I decided to play a little bit of Manor Lords. Um, because honestly, I couldn't think of anything else to play. Also, I think I got something open. Let's see. I'll go to the CPU, Windows frame camera. I always have to shut that down. Honestly, I hate the CPU I have. Right now, I'm kind of hating my memory thing because the lack of RAM. It's just that games and software have been using more and more RAM. It's been frustrating me to no end. But, yeah, I've decided to play a little bit of Manor Lords. Honestly, I've been missing playing some Medieval Dynasty, but they got new DLC that I can't afford. So I wonder, I actually kinda wanna go check. Let's see. Was it this one, maybe? I'm not too sure. I'm trying to figure out which one was a good loading or whatever. That, or I could start a new game, but I have no patience for that right now. If I had to do that, it would take half an hour just to find a good game. Alright. So let's see here. We are at the center. We got clay deposit, iron deposit, which is pretty good. What I want to know is where's the fertility? A lot of fertility here, no fertility here. Very little fertility here. That's a huge problem. So I mean, we have all of this, which I don't really care much for. You know, I've been losing my patience over the lack of updates. It's been driving me nuts. So this place isn't bad. It does give a bit of stuff. We won't be able to... I don't think I'm gonna go for the orchards, let's be honest. We'll have the iron and stuff, but we'll have to trade in some of the food. We might, I don't know. See, one of the biggest problems with attempting this is the lack of food. What we could go for is like trapping, which should give a passive income. But what I want the most is going down this way. That's 5. We could do trade logistics, or we could do trapping. See, what I hate about this game is a lack of fertility here. Some of these, I'd like them to like change it up a bit, because you can see here, it gives you when you try to grow stuff here, it gives you an extreme lack of resources. So when it comes to that, you know, in all honesty, I'd rather find a game that I could go click on this one. Let's see what this one has. It does have this thing that says streaming, who knows? But I might end up having to go start a new game or something, I don't know. Come on. Alright. No, it's the same as the other one. Yeah, it is, unfortunately. See, what I'm more concerned about is just having nothing but food to grow, and there isn't any here. So, I don't know. We'll start a new game, I guess. Nice red, white, and blue. I'm actually, I had to say that I'm frustrated by the lack of updates. Now, I can't show you this right now, but this is their last announcement. It's basically just an announcement. Their last update, I believe, was in March? No, not even. It's just news. So, I'll have to show this. Whoops, go away. So this is what's been going on. This is like their last update. It was in January. And this is their update preview, which is a nice preview. Where is it? It took me all the way to the bottom. This is the preview that we were talking about. The things that they've been showing, and they're... I don't know. It's been very lacking, to be perfectly honest with you. Extremely lacking. New playable map for the update preview, and then we go up. Gotta find it. And they've been offering like new stuff. This is like hunting. It's really nice in all honesty, but I hate that they're trying to put it all in one batch. What I want them to do is like, there's the big updates and then there's the balancing. There should be a little bit of balancing. They haven't. There's also castle pieces reworks, which is nice. And they're planning on adding fishing to rivers, all this new stuff here. It has been taking forever, and this is their like what they're working on right now. It's driving me nuts. So High Peaks Cliffs. I guess this. No, that's not an update. There's this, which allows people to leave. Needs a little bit more work there, because you can see them just popping out through the floor. There is this right here. Let's see. And doors opening, closing, all that stuff. They're going to add the quarry. This is what's frustrating me. It is August already. Their last update was January. This is an extremely long time. They've been showering us with promises, but not really delivering anything at all, and that's pissing me off. This is the thing that they're doing. They're throwing everything into one update, taking a whole year long. Like, look at this. This is all even separate work things at this point, because they're putting an AI to build stuff, which is nice. It's something I want, but that feels like something that should be on a certain tier, like a stepping stone. You ever heard of those? They're putting block by block. Instead, they're just trying to put one entire big giant brick together and dumping it on top of a building and to say, oh, this is the new addition. This is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Apparently a Manor's launch trailer, but I don't care. This is like all the new stuff, course bid, all that good stuff. It's okay looking. I feel like it needs a little bit of a rework. This, honestly, I feel like this needs a bit of rework. It's not. Some of these aren't even that obvious, really, except for this one. And then it's like see-through fortification. Honestly, I don't know. And then what? Something about a new map, and then they're just showing the whatever this is. New map. We're working in a new map. Divided. The east and west sides are divided by a small mountain range. The region's names have not been decided yet. And then for some reason, whatever this is, Nuzlocke and Ember Bash and whatever. I don't know. I'm just looking at all of this. And, you know, they're adding new stuff. They are just... They're just stalling at this point. They're just stalling. It's pissing me off because, there's no reason it should take this long for one update. They keep stacking things. What's going to happen during this next update, it's going to be buggy as hell. The next update is going to be buggy as hell. They're just stuffing everything into one batch instead of just getting one part done. Like, it could be anything. They could rework the tree. They could rework the castle system. They could do any sorts of anything. And any other update, like maps and stuff, they can do that later. But they're not doing that, and it's driving me nuts. Let me just tell you, I'm losing my mind over this. Like, I don't know. And they're just talking about different stuff too. Like, this one's not different, but the fact of the matter is they're adding a new map too, and this is even worse, okay? They are dividing their workflow. They're not telling us how their tree has been reworked. They've been like no updates on how the AI is doing, or maybe this stuff too. It's ridiculous that there's no. They're not even. They are talking about the castle planner, but the fact of the matter is they are separating the work. Like, they are completely. They're putting their work on other things before finishing other things. They're finishing what they said that they were working on in the current update. Like this, you know, I'd like to know if they're finished. They're not showing any updates for that. It's driving me insane that there's not been a single little update for that. It's driving me nuts. There hasn't been anything. Look at this. I had to point out, they had said anything about the tree, the, what do you call it? You know, that little work tree that makes no sense. I'm just gonna do this. I don't know if I want to do domination. I really don't know. Claim all regions. I don't see what the difference between this and this is, but okay. Raid for years. Initial bandit camps. Random bandit camp spawn. Off map adversary. Where's the... oh. So that's double. Royal tax, yes. Armament, yes. Residential requirements, yes. So... yeah, everything is normal. So I could do the Germanic Valley or Winding River. Winding River isn't that bad, but I do prefer the Germanic Valley, just simply because it's bigger. Anyway, we're just gonna click play. You have no idea how frustrated I am. And then also, we're gonna be doing this over and over again because I don't know. I do want. This is what I kind of want: more customizability on the randomness of things. Like, if you want more, let's say, sorry, you want stop. This needs a rework because it's frustrating. Every time I press close, it does this over and over again. And I'm in a bad spot by the looks of things. I mean, we have a salt mine and a stone deposit, okay? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. However, what the hell am I supposed to do with salt mine? I can only, like... if I have a salt mine, I'd have to go down here and then put most of my focus on sheep breeding and trapping, because that's literally the only thing that we can do. And we could potentially go with advanced skinning. Actually, we probably should go with that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not really interested in hides, but getting orchardry would be good too. I don't know. I just really what I want is to spawn in. It says double, right? Yeah. You have no idea how frustrated I am with the lack of updates, quality of life updates. Okay, this isn't a bad spot. We got plenty of stuff here. I do like being in this small area though. And the fertile area, I mean, this area is pretty fertile, but I don't like the lack of fertile areas. This is my problem. There should be at least 3 fertile provinces. 3, not 2. 3. I don't like the lack of fertile provinces. That's really annoying. It also, the fact that an area is not fertile is really, really bad. Like, at the very least, if an area is not fertile, keep it yellow if you're gonna balance it. Like, for 2 fertile areas, and for unfertile areas, it'll be yellow, but are not unfertile. And really bad areas, it'll be red. Like, cause I don't know. I think it's too harsh when it comes to fertile areas. I know it's for game balancing and all that, but I don't really like it. It's not like there's anything we can do about that, but... And we're gonna, I guess, start a new game again. Again, this is what I hate. Starting a new game over and over and over again. It's frustrating. I am hoping that at some point they'll add more options to your start, so that you don't have a nightmarish time of doing this over and over again. Okay, that's not bad. Looks like we're at the center. We get a decent amount of berries, although, hang on. I gotta try not to cut trees around here. Let's see. No fertility here, no fertility here, yes fertility here, yes fertility here. Okay, so that's not too bad. There's salt here, so I guess that's fine. Plus we get a lot of wild berries. That's also pretty good. Although I could do forest management. That would be good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe 5 here. I could do orchardry, but I don't want to. I actually don't want to do that. Let's be honest. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there is sheep breeding. But let's be honest. We're the game. I hate that you're required to do this. This is dumb. Even gameplay wise, for game mechanics, this is dumb because, quite frankly, the sheep don't breed anywhere near enough to produce enough meat for your population. So, what's the point of this? Why do you need this for sheep breeding? They're sheep. You have to have some specialized breeder for this? Anyway, there's clay to the north. There's rocks here, but otherwise, this isn't a very good place. Over here is pretty good with resources. What I want to do... Oh, this actually got good fish. Anyway. I'm gonna prevent this guy from spreading out completely. We'll save. I'm just too lazy to go searching. There's like salt and stuff here, I believe. Where? There's salt right here. even though it's rich in resources such as all of that, I do need that salt. So 1, 2, maybe irrigation, although fertilization might be good too. Yeah, I can always make one of these areas like this into like a meatitarian area, even though it's a really small area. But I think that would be good to do. Because, I don't know. We just need to be able to produce good meat. So anyway, you spawn. We'll hit save. Call it streaming 2. There's a lot of good spots for farming. As for this, there's a salt deposit. So obviously, I don't know. I hate that you need charcoal building before deep mining. That's really frustrating. But anyway, what do I need first? I could do basic armoring. I could do orchardry, which I do want to do, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's this. Actually, no, it's not really worth it. Let's be honest. I never go left because it's never worth it to me. It never is. Also, I am delirious right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. I had to say this. I have been exhausted constantly and constantly not really streaming due to my lack of energy. Like a serious lack of energy. So anyway, I want to ensure that I have my little berry farm here. So hang on. That's not what I meant to do. So here's how I'm going to do it. I gotta make sure this is fine. Now I could potentially force my way, but I think having orchardry would be important. You know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to go focus more on meat than orchardry. Which, I don't know. We could go down the trapping. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is trade logistics. I do hate how the development tree is so lacking. It's so restrictive, it's annoying. I don't like the restrictedness of this. Even gameplay wise, I don't like this at all. I just wish they would provide an update. It's been so long, it's already August. You know, their last news, we'll call it, was in July of... It was July 3rd. It is August! It has been a month since that last news thing that they brought. You know that I'm losing it. I really am. I am losing it. I know they're getting a lot of faith from the players, which is nice, but you are losing me as someone who I do like this game a bit, but there has been no updates. None. For months. They have been all they've delivered is promises. That's all they have delivered. Not a single update. Not one. And nobody seems to know how big of a problem that is. I'm losing my mind here. Alright. I can put this right about here, and then we'll put a road. I don't know. No, that's too much. Let's do this. This is my Alexa going off. Hang on. Alexa, stop. I'll just have to go with it like this, and then obviously I'll have to demolish all of this. Let's be honest. All right, I do have a monster drink in the fridge to try to wake myself up. So let me get that monster drink. I am. I want a rework of soldiering. I mean, they are technically doing that for castles and stuff, but what I mean is, like, where your armies are, there is a limit to how many soldiers you can have, but here's what I'd like. So for the main region, like, you can have maybe 5 or 6. We'll go with 6, and for every other region, it'll be 2 or 3. I would prefer 3, but 2 is fine, and those are going to be for, like, defending that region, that sort of thing. Anyway. The circle might look a bit weird, but I think it'll be fine. So, let me think. What I can do is build it like this. The houses can go like this way, or maybe this way, I don't know. It's going to be a bit difficult, but I think we'll go with this, with it like this, maybe. Hang on. Since the forest is right here, I want to save as much of this part of the forest here. I also kind of want to cut here, but you know. Okay, maybe that's a bit much. Hang on. All right. There. Should be fine. So what I want to do here, I don't know if that's perfect, but I do want to build some houses. Actually, I actually want something that goes straight to the mine here. No, let's see. We can get a circular area here. One of the problems with building stuff is the room, but we're not too concerned about that right now. We'll deal with that once we get further inwards. So I do kind of want Well, I want to have something right here where the castle is. I think it would be better if I had uh our army over here. Although to be fair, this is a very good point to defend, but I prefer to have my castle in a spot where we can see. So we're gonna probably put this over here. I hate that it looks like that. Alright. There. And that should be good. We're gonna do two things. Gonna have this right about here. The granary. Yeah, we'll put this storage here and the granary right here. I want it to be close enough to here. It doesn't need to be too far. Alright. And then once they get these two done, gotta work on the houses. We'll need to get this too, the logging camp. It does frustrate me a little bit the way this looks, but so let's see. I just want to get some nice big houses over here. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, this will be where our thingamabobbins go. And as per usual, I want this high. Well, actually not this one. I want this one high, or at the highest. And I'll put that at highest as well, actually. And as for the houses, let's see. I don't know if this is the best here, but this is how I'm gonna want it. So it'll be kind of like this, basically. I'll do it like that. So, let's see, road. Here's what I'm gonna want. This road's going to indicate the barrier. All right. Not enough goods, he says. Alright. There. Alright, so we got that there. That's the road. I'm gonna put this right over here. I don't know. I don't think... Oh, hang on, I got a better idea. Hang on. I do kind of have to do it like this. And one more house. Maybe a little bit wider. A little too wide, actually. There. Alright, so this is how it's going to be. That'll do. And go away. Alright, we're finally getting things underway.
If I have to spend another winter in Albert's barn, I'd like to freeze me balls off, even with his wife to keep me warm. Summer's coming soon.
Oh, I forgot how to fast forward. Hang on, let's go to options. I hate it when I press escape and it just takes me to where I was earlier. That might be a good preference for some people, but for me, I don't really like it that much. It's really annoying. Yeah, excuse me. Go to controls. Oh, faster gain speed, Z and X, and then pause.
I think
That's
the window
fine.
should go over there.
Okay. Also gotta buy an ox. Keep pressing 4. Not really what I'm meaning to do. And then, obviously, I'm probably gonna want to build this. As much as I'd like to go hunting, honestly, this is more important. One guy get to work here. The family requests a marketplace. So this is where I want my marketplace to be. Practically at the center of town. Well, maybe not here. I do want an inn and stuff here. So let's try to make enough room here. Okay, that might be a little too curvy. Hang on. There. This marketplace might be a little bit too big, but it doesn't need to be that big. It's gonna be the main marketplace, so this is how I'm gonna want it. Probably like this. Which is 111. That could be better, but yeah, that really could be better, to be honest. Hang on, let me think. Not enough goods. I know. I wish I could place it without the... Anyway, how do I delete the road? So here's probably how I'm gonna have to do it. I want something right here. I don't actually need it to look like that. But, let's go with something like this. And I can build logistic buildings and stuff here. I don't want to build houses here. I just need... Okay, that's the wrong one. This is what I need. They'll store like 166 buildings. It's so far away from there, but it's fine. Okay, that might have been a little too much, but oh well. So I mean, it should be fine. I'll go with it like that. We can work on the road later. Go away. I have heard of your renown, yada yada yada. Put down low.
Just give me a hammer and something will not move. I'll put it in its place.
I'm gonna have to probably move this. It's taking a long time for them to get their job done here. That's nice. Anyway. Okay, that one's done. Obviously, we're gonna make it carrots. Put that on high. Actually, I'll put that on highest. High. That'll do.
Just give me a hammer and something neat.
Now, I could put something. What was my plan? Getting all of this for trading. Don't care for trade logistics, let's be honest. Now, I could go for forest management, which doubles the capacity of wild berries. Or trapping. I don't know. Sheep breeding is never enough. I don't know. I always go orchardry though.
Come on, laddie.
Put that at highest. How's this coming along?
Summer's coming soon.
And they'll be done soon. I'd love to be able to grow chickens, but we can't do that. Oh yeah, I always gotta say this. You know, if you're watching right now, please leave a like, subscribe, or follow. I'd really appreciate your help. A lot. An awful lot. Like, every little bit helps. Always. I got no music to play. I wish I did. Anyway, streaming this stuff is really annoying. One day.
Splendid work on the roof, good sirs.
What? That? Oh, I thought it was a witch. Alright, there's a number of things I'll need to do, like, you know, getting one of these. Problem is I don't have any logs. I wish I did. What's a log? I have no idea. Anyway, we'll get this here. Maybe have somebody get to work over here, but honestly, not enough wood. Alright. So, there are a number of things I could do. Orchardry, which costs money, or charcoal burning, which can get me some extra cash. So, problem is, don't have much money in the first place, but it'll be fine. Fuck off! I hate when this thing, like, you're trying to open something and it just gets in your way. Alright, so look at this. I wish the pole arms were a little bit more polished. Oh, they're pole arms. They're supposed to have, like, longer reach, making it harder for people to get to them, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll get that. Alright, so let's see. I lack coins, unfortunately. I'll have to get most of the guys here to do some work here. Once we get enough logs. Currently, we don't really have a food problem. Okay, these guys are just taking their sweet time to get all the bread. Hang on, I'll just do this. Because I really need them to store all this stuff here. I mean, they're grabbing them all one at a time, which is a bit of a hassle. Anyway.
We need more workers here.
I need more logs so I can get more stuff done. So, what I need is, other than a woodcutter's lodge, I need to get the forager hut. Not enough goods for that yet, but at some point we'll have the goods needed. Still waiting for more logs though. Thing is, I only have 2 people, so that's even worse for me. But yeah, I want to get a, let's see, trade up. So a trading post would be good. Before we get a trading post, we got to get all of this done. If we could, pretty please, with cherry on top. Okay, we got 2 timber, which means we can get this up. That should be fine. We'll put that there. And what else? I'd like a woodcutter's lodge. So I'm gonna put the woodcutter's lodge right here. Or maybe over here, I don't know. No, I don't want to waste any of the trees here, but I guess getting the woodcutter's lodge... Nah, we'll put this over here. It might be a while until we can get, you know, useful stuff. So we'll get that there. I'm not gonna worry about forestry just yet. Why is there a tree growing in here? Anyway, I don't know if these are large enough. I do know that they talk about you need like this many logging camps worth, at least 3. That doesn't look like 3. Oh well. I can always make longer ones. I guess I didn't make them wide enough. This one should be wide enough. Stocks damaged by weather. Are you seriously not these guys are lazy. No, I'm just gonna say it now. They're I don't know what's happening to all the workers, but they're taking a really long time to do their job, so. Do we have enough timber? We're still working on all of this, so I should at the very least wait a little bit. The fuck? How? It's not possible. Are you serious? We had a ton of food and now it's all, you know, I'm pissed off. I told them to pick it up and they didn't. They refused. I'm pissed off. Alright, so I had to reduce this because we're very low on food right now. No, the fact that they didn't bother to do their job kind of pisses me off. Like, literally, they did not do their job. Alright, so I do have the resources to expand this, so that's what I'm going to do. Nope. That builder that I'm supposed to have, not doing his job. I still have like 2 timber. You know what? I'm gonna have that guy leave so we can do other stuff. I'm pissed off. I literally put 3 at the start and they still wouldn't do their job, and that pisses me off. Okay, that one's done at the very least. We have no food. Yeah, because you refused to grab it. That's why. Alright, I should be able to upgrade this one though. I had to upgrade all of this. It might be a while till we get like people moving in. Yeah. Wild animals have migrated. Well, that's fine. They're not too far away. So I can assign a family here. Can I upgrade this? Not yet. It's going to be a number of things I'll have to do, but I would like to get my trade industry over here like this. Let's get... Actually, no, hang on. This is more important because we need food right now. And I need to upgrade all of this. We are getting timber. I need to like at least 10 families if at all possible. Should I go for the wild berries? Kinda don't want to, but not having to worry about orchardry isn't that bad of an idea. And being able to import that stuff might be a good idea as well. I just hate that the thing is, you cannot like expand your berry production. And that, again, okay, I've been robbed. There's nothing I can do about it. We're going to die. We are going to die. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back. Fuck. We're on to a shaky start right now. Alright, I'm back. Man, so I have a severe lack of energy right now. I had to wait for this guy to do anything useful. But we still have enough food, thankfully. for now, but that's subject to change. Right. Whoops. Can't forget to do that. So I have one person working here. Let's just, at the very least, we need to get enough of this to get the upgrades. What about this guy? Guess gotta wait for him. We're not getting the meat yet. I desperately need more workers, but I'm having trouble getting that. It's taking a long time. Good. I honestly... I mean, this wouldn't be too bad, but the fee... I hate this so much. We could potentially go for trapping. But again, I don't know if that will offer much. I think we'll just go for forest management. It's probably gonna be fine. I still need more timber. I want these guys to offer a little bit more meat. Yeah, we're not gonna get much meat in the first place. If I were to... I mean, there's this, but... I don't know. I can only hope that the other lord can get it done. How about this? I can do that, which is good. Alright, so... finally got a new family. We're gonna get some of this, if at all possible. We need to make sure we got enough fuel. Yeah, we need enough. We need to have at least enough soldiers to get the job done. Yeah, I don't know what that job would be, but yeah. Pantry is full at the forager hut. I need another granary worker, if that's the case. Once we've gotten enough timber, this is what I'm going to need. I'm going to need a trading post. I'm also going to need like the saw pit. So the saw pit's going to be moving from time to time, but honestly what I need the most is that trading post. Currently have 3 timber. So I can just move this over here, I guess. I can only hope that we can get more families. I need to move this here, and then we gotta get the smaller buildings. As for how we're gonna go about it, I don't know. Okay, that might look a little bit wrong. A new family has moved in. That's good news. I would very much like to move this over to here. That takes a lot of my resources, though. We'll remove that later. Anyway, I'm gonna put this over here. And if at all possible, let them finish that. I have to have a trading post right here. Got robbed again. The thing is, there's nothing I can do about that right now. This one's taking too long. At least these guys are able to do their job. Alright. So I will need this saw put, but I don't have enough goods. So let's add one guy here. We'll, we don't have much in the Manor money right now, but let's see what I can sell. The best I can sell right now is firewood, so once it goes over 80, it should be fine. How are we doing with timber? Hardly any timber at all. I need 2 logs. New family has started moving in. That's good news. I need a lot of logs so we can sell a proper amount of timber. We also need to prepare for mining, so I'm willing to put this right around here. This will require that I okay, there's not enough goods, mind you, but I think I can only do it like a 3x. Probably. I mean, there's no reason for me to do it that way, but that's how I'm going to do it. How are we doing with timber? Fine-ish. Okay, so probably gonna want to add another house. Even though we don't have much in the manner of cash. Let's see. What can I do? Actually, let me just move this. I don't want it right there. I'm in desperate need of some cash. Alright. Oh, we made some money. Good. It's not much, but we'll have to do. Let's try to put this over here. That's more than enough. It's gonna be pretty wide, but I think it'll be fine. I forgot to add a well! Put this here. I can't believe I forgot to add a well. Anyway, we'll need to add a church at some point. Maybe up here? I don't know. Yeah, well, we don't have enough resources for it just yet, but at some point we will. We got robbed again. All right. I am incredibly hungry right now. Anyway, we got some extra cash. That's pretty good. What about the saw pit? Let's... Oh, we can't make the church just yet. I have no idea where the hell I'm supposed to put the church, though. Like, I was planning on putting it somewhere high. No idea what height it's supposed to be. I could put it just right here, actually. It doesn't have to be high. I could just... Either right here, which isn't bad, or over here. Man, what about this? Imagine having a tavern right next to the church. I'll put it probably right here. It'll be fine. Hopefully. Please let me put it here. I don't have enough resources right now. Oh yeah, I do need to upgrade these, so I've paused that for a sec. I need this to be done, like, as soon as possible. Are you gonna finish this or not? Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna put some of the normal houses over here. I do hope these will be nice and short. Man. I'm gonna put a hitching post right here. Alright. It's fine. What about this one? Can't upgrade that just yet. Alright, so I'm gonna probably have to, how do I think about, add another of this here. I'll be fine. I just gotta avoid, like, accidentally building unwanted stuff here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do that. All right. I'm not sure if it matters where I build the thing that I need to build. But over here, it's a very decent spot for farming wood. I honestly don't want to be too far from the village. Anyway, I'm gonna add this and another guy because logistics is important. These are taking a long time to deal with though. Right. Still can't really trade these for much, but I guess once we get over 30, I'm gonna start trading that stuff. We've got enough food to last us the winter, I think. We got a little bit of vegetables, which is good. And we got robbed again. Is there nothing we can do right now? I mean, what I could do is, since it's winter, I can send these guys over to here. It will attract the enemy. And maybe I can get something like this built over here. I'll have to get that done. I'm gonna have them walk over here.
Advance!
This is a creek right here. Okay, this looks a little bit off. I don't remember it being this high. That must have been from an update that caused it to look a little weird.
Your orders! Men!
Anyway,
Yes,
I'm gonna go this way. They'll show up at some point.
Forward! Forward!
Alright, here's what I want them to be. Right about here. I want them to force their way forward.
Advance! Lord!
Because this is a river here. It's like the best place of defense
Men!
right now.
Stay together! Oh! Move!
Other than trade, we do want some weaponry. We can't really make any of that, but we'll want to import some weaponry if at all possible. I also need a chicken coop, or we could go for something like this animal pen, because the eggs don't really offer all that much at all.
Rip their heads off! Men!
the effectiveness of ours versus theirs. Our effectiveness is much better, thankfully. Somehow they got the low ground, which makes no sense. Yeah, they're starting to fall like crazy. Oh, that's why they got the high ground.
Fight to the last! Push forward! As one!
That's better. Alright, we finally managed to take that out.
Pick up the pace!
If I can, I'm gonna hire some mercenaries, because that's the best way I can go about this. This belongs to my treasury now.
Pick up the pace!
I don't know why these are taking so long to get built, but I want an animal pen here. And I want to hire some mercenaries, if at all possible. So there's the Battle Brothers, we'll hire them. I'd love to hire these guys, but that will take too long. So instead, I'll sign this contract, we'll work them to death. Where will they be coming from? Oh, that's nice. No! Fuck.
Run! Pick up the pace! My liege!
That is bad luck. No, that's not just bad luck. That's just a great big fuck you from the developers. Let's send these guys over here if at all possible.
Pick up the pace!
No, that's a very asshole thing to do.
Men!
Thankfully, if I set up right here, we will have the high ground. Hang on.
Yes, sire! Stand and fight! My liege!
Alright, we should be good to go. These guys will be forcing themselves to climb up a hill. Let's move up a little bit.
Together! Kill them all!
This is supremely bad luck. So what I'm going to... I really need to, let's see. Buy spears. Which I have very little money for. These guys should be fine.
Men! Shield to shield!
Alright, let's see how these guys are doing. They have extremely low ground. What about these guys?
Move! On the right! Sire! Watch out, fight as you are!
That's better.
Carry flag! Forward!
Alright, that was not too hard. I'm gonna send these guys over to there, and as for these guys...
Your orders!
I want you to go in.
Men! Yes, sir!
Get out of the shield wall, please. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna have these guys head over here to that bandit camp so they can grab stuff. I need these guys for stuff. Send those resources to the treasury. Have these guys head back home. Whoops. Are you seriously not gonna grab that? This belongs to my treasury now. Alright, so I want these guys all to head over here. How about over here? Well, we'll deal with that part later. For now. I don't really have any tools, unfortunately. At the very least, I should be able to order spears now, so I gotta do this. Maybe buy this as well. Unfortunately, there's not much else we can do right now. We still need people to move in. Need you guys to get into a shield wall. You guys can go away, I guess. Looks like I don't think we've had any newcomers just yet, unfortunately. But with this, I can add goats. And this one, I also want to add goats. Ah, we don't have enough planks, apparently.
Pick up the pace! Here we go, boy!
I don't know why they always choose the swordsman first.
Pick up the pace! Move quickly!
Alright, how are we doing with planks? Very poorly right now. Reason why I'm sending this as a treasury is because I want to be able to keep these guys for as long as possible. It also prevents the other lord from being able to hire more mercenaries. I still lack planks. Oh, so I should be able to afford another how many animals do we have? Okay, let's just buy the horse because it's good for trade. Looks like we're finally starting to make some extra resources. Over here, it's not going too well. I don't know where all my logistics guys are going, but the fact that it's taking a long time to get anything, a bit of a problem. Please, I'm begging you to get this finished. Like, there's no reason for this to not be done. I have 2 builders and nobody's getting this done. Maybe I need another logistics worker. Like, there's no reason for this to take so long. It is pissing me off. Anyway, goats. Animal pen. Animal pen. Anyways, I'm gonna want probably a double house over here. Either over here or someplace else. I don't know. I can put 3 of those. It'll be fine, probably. But this is where some of my workers are gonna go. I have to have the goats. Alright, so let's see. How much does it cost to make these? Only 4. I got plenty of planks for that, so that's pretty good. No deposit in range. What do you mean no deposit in range? Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna have to delete this because it's being difficult with me. Hang on. What do you mean? No, you're full of it. And then, I don't know, logistics maybe, or something else. Alright. I'll just do it like that. That'll be fine. Because we need to mine as much iron as we can. Oh yeah, can't forget about the church here. Place that right there because I need that church done. That will raise the happiness of people. Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Fire! March!
I had to send these guys out. Let's see. I also need to figure out where I'm gonna build my next spot. Hang on. I think my chatbot just deleted a comment. It's fine, I know what got deleted. Alright, so I guess somewhere up here is where, or maybe a little bit further, hang on. Maybe right here, but that's a little bit far from the village, and I don't want to put it so far away. Over here is a little bit better. Probably. Anyway, we'll try to get this up as soon as possible. Alright, we lack planks and everything else, it seems. I got robbed again. Oh, anyway.
Your orders. Lord, attack!
Alright, I did lose some guys, but it'll be fine. I'm getting real annoyed by the robberies, but with all this influence, I can expand to one of the areas. So there's this area, it has like salt deposits, so I could potentially have sheep breeding in there. I don't think I'm gonna get trapping because, again, actually, I'd have to go down this route, sheep breeding, and then, I don't know, fertilization maybe? Irrigation will be important. Rye will also be important. But I don't think I can go that route. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, there's not much I can do about this. I could potentially have, well, the area is good for wild berries. Over here maybe. Sure, it's got a clay deposit, but I think I'd like to work on other stuff instead. You know, I can tell you, I've been reading an awful lot. I've just not had the energy to play any games whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna keep these guys around. I do need to send them over here to those brigands over there, so I'm gonna send these guys here. Oh, nope, they're not done with those. I was hoping they would be. I'm gonna add another logistics guy, because that's gonna be needed. Nobody's moved in just yet. Okay, someone's moved in. That's good news. Another ruler's army was sighted. I don't want them taking this, so... Whoops. If possible, I'd like these guys to go on a run.
Your orders, my liege.
It's minus 50.
Lord,
So you can kind of tell they've hired some mercenaries. I'd like to hire these guys, to be honest, but looks like they hired the crossbowmen.
fire! Advance!
Okay, looks like they're trying to engage us. Let me get these guys over here.
For my liege! Advance! Your orders, my lord.
They're too tired to do a shield formation. That's a problem.
My liege.
They're completely sandwiched in right now. Alright, and now I should be able to go claim this stuff. Alright. Oh, I forgot to add that. That should add a little bit of extra meat, but now that I think about it, hang on. Yeah, people need to gather that. I need more people to move in. Do we have enough water wells? Hang on. I mean, we do have water wells. I guess I can put this right here. And, I guess I'll retire these guys. Unfortunately, they did take damage. If I can hire them again, I will. Looks like this guy's struggling to make sales. I don't have much money right now. Oh, can I do this yet? No. Well, yeah. I can't see a darn thing. I don't want to build anything just yet. I'm just trying to find a decently high spot. Right here is fine. I could go further back, but I don't want to. Actually, hang on. Over here might be a little bit better. Yeah, we'll go with this area instead. Yeah, that's better. All right. So I do want to build a retinue here. That way we can gather taxes a little bit more quickly. Not retinue, but a castle or whatever. I'm gonna put that on high priority. Again, I need to open up a new trade route specifically for the planks. That way I can sell more. Actually, I probably should save the money. New family has finally moved in. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I have like 3 logistics guys and they're taking way too long to build basic stuff. Like they're supposed to be focusing on this, but the fact that this has not been finished is pissing me off. Anyway, I'm gonna probably add another tradesman. What about these areas? I might expand it at some point, just not yet. So there are two things I need. I need a shieldsman, maybe a bowyer, but the shieldsman and blacksmith basically is what I'll need. Anyway, these three are still not finished, and that frustrates me. This one's being worked on. Construction of well has been finished. Water supply 100%, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, we need clothing, don't we? So one of our problems is industry. We have a tannery that we can have set up right about here. Although I'd prefer to get my other industry over here, to be honest. But since our logistics stuff is here, I'm gonna put the tannery right there.
This is heavier than it looks.
New family has moved in. That's good news. We got a little bit of fuel. Still trying to get all of this other stuff done. Alright. You can work on that for now. These three still need to be finished, so I'm gonna lower that and put these at higher priority because I'm frustrated by the lack of initiative going on here. I'm only gonna go 150. Anyway, this should boost the happiness a little bit. Mining pit is finally done. These guys sure did take their sweet time. Gonna have to import one at a time. Not much I can do about the lack of resources, but okay, need one more mining pit to be finished. Okay, that one's finally done. New family has moved in. That's good news. Guess we'll get to work on this one then. I do need that tannery done. For now, let's go ahead and I don't know, build more of this. We'll go with it like that. This might take them a while to produce any food whatsoever. I mean, all things considering, that's pretty large. probably gonna have to move this. I'll move the saw pit as well. I don't know what's going on over here. I have a lot of builders available and they're taking a really long time to get anything done. Nope. No. What? It's taking so long. Get a higher, another one of these. What was this one? I'll put that as high priority because I really need this to get finished as soon as possible. What about the ore? We do have some ore, so might as well start exploring that. And I needed some dedicated livestock here. Is that? Hang on. I'll get the brigands for hire. I think certain someone is hogging all the bandits. I really hate it when they do that, especially when it costs them money, yet they seem to have an unlimited amount. And that's frustrating to me. We got more berries than we do vegetables, but no meat. Very unfortunate. Okay, so from now on we'll need at the very least 2 unassigned families. Okay, those guys are moving a lot faster than I thought they would. So I gotta move these guys over.
Gave the old ox a handful of month-old grey. He spat it in my face and tried to go.
There we go.
Here we go, boy.
Low ground, this guy's surrounded, so it should be fine. We are struggling a little bit, but finally. Alright, let's go over here, I guess. He's got very well-equipped mercenaries, and I don't like it. Like, there's not much I can do about that. Anyway, here's what I need for a mining industry. I need to get this. I do want this, ideally, but this is more important right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this done. I'm gonna need a lot of goats here. New family has moved in somewhere. It's in these places. I'm gonna... Well, I can't upgrade these just yet. How's this coming along? I need them to grab all the stone. So I gotta wait for more people to move in. Which means like I kind of need to get this done, if at all possible. We should be getting a lot of vegetables this year, hopefully. Oh, is this area empty? Okay, good. So I can move him and he can go there. Oh, the bloomery. Let's get that done. Let's go to advanced. This is what I'm gonna want here. Like 100 leather. Alright. So this thing's been emptied out, apparently. I'm gonna need to do that. You know what? I need a pee. I'll be right back. Anyway, if you're watching this right now, please like, subscribe, or follow. I'd really appreciate it. That'll help a lot. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Maybe I could just play some Medieval Dynasty, because honestly, well, they have new DLC and all that other stuff. I don't know. I really don't know if I want to be honest. Anyway, I would like, I think about it. I never think about making these like wide roads, a wide area for roads. I keep forgetting to do that, and I don't want to start a new game. I am tired, honestly. I shouldn't be, but I am. I am incredibly, like... This is the struggle I've been going through for the past few days. I have little to no energy every day, and I've been having trouble... you could say thinking? I don't know. I might just rework this entire place, let's be honest. Been a lot of bandits, too. Anyway, how are we doing with clothing? Well... looks like we're lacking in everything, really. So, they accept... well, actually, they accept leather. I guess that's fine. That means I can upgrade this, but I need more people to move in. We have 100 firewood. Might as well expand the amount of firewood, you know, have a little bit more available just in case. I mean, these guys can work pretty quickly, to be perfectly honest. I'm probably gonna delete that. Don't need it anymore. Finally have a new family. Alright, goats. Buddy, get me some goats. Alright, I can upgrade this, but let's see. How much resources have we got? Okay, we got a couple iron slabs, that's about it. So I'll need to upgrade this area, upgrade the level basically. Honestly, I have this weird feeling of not... I don't know. I just... don't seem to have much energy. I don't know. I'll just keep playing a while. I kind of wish, I really wish they would update this game. It's frustrating, to be perfectly honest. Like, I can't get them to... like, I just... it's hard to get into it. Let's be honest. Alright, so... honestly, what I should have done is make double roads. You know, that way we don't struggle with getting around. But I didn't. I could try starting a new game. The problem is I just don't have enough energy to play, man. And that's what frustrates me, because I have been trying to go outside, trying to get my brain out of the fog, but it's been so difficult, and I hate it so much, because I can't seem to really concentrate on anything, really. Alright, so I need the blacksmith, but I don't have any tools. I gotta import tools. Alright, be better off building this right here. Pantry is full. I'm gonna add another bloomery. Can I add this yet? No. How is this part not done? Anyway, I would love to get some meat somehow. But honestly, I don't see that happening. So let's get the smithy done. Have like fuel stockpile, I guess. And once people all move into here, we'll add another vegetable patch or something. We gotta keep doing that. Oh, there it is. We're better off exporting this then. That's fine. That will make us some extra cash, and now I can basically just do this because I'm gonna need it. I do need a cobbler, but we can worry about that later. I do need to upgrade this as well, but I don't have the resources just yet. I can put this right here. Someone will get to work on that. I have no idea who. Alright, I'm gonna upgrade this because I need shields. Don't have enough iron slabs. Don't make swords, man. I need you to make spears. So that requires like planks and stuff. We'll go with 50. Or maybe 40. No, we'll go with 50. Hang on. Give me a sec, someone's coming. Why is this thing still got stuff in it? I keep thinking I've drank it all, but I haven't. Also, I don't know what's going on here. I told them to do this a long time ago, but they're not. So I'm gonna put that on very high. I hate it when I tell them to do something and they take way too long to do it. Like, it's not even that hard to do. But the weirdest part is, like... I don't know. I'm gonna do the joiner's workshop, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So we do want the deep mining. That way I don't have to worry about resources. Do I have to put this on highest? We'll go with this one first, I guess. But I don't know. I think I want more coins, really. Bandit camp and an army. I hate it when it does that. Honestly, that's the thing they need to fix the most. I can't believe I can only hire these guys. I need them to go here. What? Okay, there they are. Close! Fucking hell! I honestly, this is one of the reasons why, the major reasons why I kept leaving this. The map is so fucking obnoxious. Why can't you just fix that? They won't. They haven't even addressed this. No updates. No nothing. No updates. Just empty promises. Not a single update. So frustrated. Why are those guys going over here? Alright, well.
Rip their heads off.
Hi, Bob. I'm complaining about the severe lack of updates in this game. No, sure they keep saying they're working on this game, but the severe lack of updates has been pissing me off to no end. It's been more than half a year already, and they still haven't updated the game. No quality of life updates, no bug fixes, none of the map changes. They still haven't fixed this. They haven't even addressed it, and that's frustrating me. But I mean, look at this. It makes me like pop out instead of like, and I don't know. Watch. Hang on. Just see the. I don't know. I can't show you it right now. But the problem is it keeps going. When I click close, it returns to the map sometimes, and that really annoys me. Excuse me. They will not fix this. I'm starting to think that they have no plans to fix it all. Like, I've been paying attention to their so-called updates, but not updates, but news. And like, if they don't get an update out soon, I'm going to lose it because the one thing that pissed me off the most is that during the updates they talked about adding 2 new maps. It takes a while to do that, okay? At least for me, it takes me a while. Technically, you just paint this, but you gotta do... When you're painting things, the frustrating thing about painting assets like trees and rocks, some of them spawn on top of each other, so you have to spend a lot of time fixing that. And there's also issues where the Unreal Paint tends to be square sometimes, and I'm annoyed that they're putting more it's not that they're putting more focus. They've decided that they want to put focus on maps. I don't want them to do that. They've already added more maps. What I want is quality of life updates that they haven't bothered to do. You know what needs to be done? The map. Every time, and I can't show you this right now, but every time I go from one area that I own to another, a lot of times it just does not switch to that region that I'm staring at all, which is frustrating. They have not bothered to fix that. They haven't bothered to fix the map changing sensitivity. I am losing patience with the developers here. This is their last news thing, because this is not an update. I gotta show you this. This is their last news thing. July 3rd. July 3rd was their last news. So, they were talking about Affinity System. I don't care. So, it's fine, but they're not even addressing the development tree, which they need to address. The development tree is severely lacking. They're adding this again. All promises, but have yet to deliver something. Another map for some reason, and also the fortification thing, which they're working on. At least they're not. They're just splitting off their work. They keep expanding their work rather than finishing the one thing that they promised that they were going to do. What about the April 26th one? 1 year later. AI! They haven't addressed how they're dealing with the AI. How the AI is going. They haven't addressed it. It's August. This thing, which, honestly, this one is just simple. They don't necessarily need to address that yet. God, they haven't finished any of this. They haven't updated on how they're finishing it at all. And I'm so frustrated. I'm absolutely frustrated. It's been what? When was the last update? No, that's news. The last update was January 30th. It is August now. They haven't done a single thing to the game since January 30th. There's a cat. I'm really frustrated. All the other times they had much more frequent updates previously, but now they've chosen to just not update the game. Sure, you can claim that they're working on the game and all that, but if there's no updates and they have nothing like to show for what they've been doing, I don't know. I don't see. I'm starting to lose faith in these people because I feel like they're not going to be able to get any updates at all. Like, look at how many updates they've had previously. Like, I had a bunch more updates, but I haven't been. There's no quality of life updates. Not a single one. Instead, they're map painting. They're adding this, which is nice and all, but what about the stuff that they promised? The only thing they've been talking about is like the cards and the fortifications. Nothing new. I'm losing it. I'm really upset. I might play some Medieval Dynasty maybe, or just go play something else, I don't know. Because I'm really upset. The severe lack of content, dude, it feels like this is a dead game at this point. Always promising to bring new stuff and not a single thing. Well, the thing is, I can't even say it's a service or not. It's... they keep promising a lot of things and not delivering. And that's really pissing me off. Alright, I'm gonna add some of this, I guess. I need that. Since all of these have been filled up, probably gonna want to... let's just add maybe another section to housing, maybe? Alright. I'm gonna probably do it like this. Hopefully this will be long enough. I swear this game does have promise, but I'm starting to think that these people are planning on abandoning this game at this point. You can claim that you're working on the game all you want, but if you don't deliver, you're just disappointing me to no end. I'm just gonna do that. That's 3 houses. I need more than that. How many houses is that? I don't know if that'll be enough. Go with this, but that's a little bit too wide. Let's lower it a bit. Well, the reason why people find firearms as a hindrance to fantasy is because people have a very poor education nowadays. Like, what? Gunpowder? Things such as gunpowder and firearms started to become more mainstream in around the 1400s, I think. But that was mostly for canyons. They still had the firearms, but they have these really big guns, and to make them effective, I don't remember which culture it was, but they had these 4-pronged cannons, and they would fire all at once. And I guess that would be how it looked. But one of the big problem with the things, I don't think most fantasy people understand how ineffective the firearms and such were at the start. Because they were very primitive at the time. I think they didn't really offer much. They were inaccurate and more likely to blow up your hands than anything else. In fact, very early guns, or firearms you could say, were so useless that they were only effective at very close range. And considering there were crossbows that could pierce through a knight's plate armor quite easily, it made gunpowder even less useful. Hang on, I can't even read that. There we go. Anyway, we're gonna get a bunch more farms here. Oh, that's right. I do gotta get to work on this, and maybe get this industry together. Alright, how are we doing? We still lack a proper military. Got a lot of planks though. Alright, that's fine. What about these? Oh yeah. Alright, so I guess what I'm gonna need to do here... I completely forgot about my logging placement. I guess I can put this right here, since most of our industry is around here. I could put it on the other side, but yeah, I'll put this right here. Need some forestry guy, maybe over here. I'll put, I guess, our logging over here. It's gonna be a little bit far. It's gonna be a problem. I still don't have an army. No. I can always, I guess, add more buildings here. No, that's not how I want it. Alright. Really what I want to do is read. Maybe you know, I've been actually trying to do some writing. I keep putting it off, but what I'm trying to get... Huh. Let me just do it like this, I guess. I just like reading books, you could say. Okay, that's a little weird. It still looks weird. Hang on. No, that looks even weirder. I don't know if I want it that way. You know what? I'm going to delete that. I'll avoid building right there for now. All of these, they've been going along just fine. I need more variety of food. Hang on, that's my Alexa going off. Alexa, stop. For some reason, I can't get myself to make any videos, but I have been trying to write a little bit. And I'm hoping to actually get this one finished. I do kind of do a lot of writing, but I never finish any of them whatsoever. Mostly because I'm trying to spend a lot of time describing how a character looks, and then never finishing. Not even the character, just describing like architecture or something, which sometimes I get a little too in-depth on it, and I think that's unnecessary. How's this going along? It's coming along fine, I guess. I think these are wide enough. Honestly, what I need to do, and I'll probably need to do this as soon as possible. I do want to claim these two, but again, the development tree sucks. What frustrates me is the updates. They haven't talked about the development tree since March, I believe. They haven't talked about it at all. And really, they need to completely overhaul the development tree altogether. The sheep breeding, I hate a lot. Yeah, I just don't like any of the stuff that they've been doing. And by the stuff that they've been doing, I mean the lack of stuff they've been doing there, basically. I think I'm gonna move this maybe over here. Or maybe I could move this over here, I don't know. I'd probably have to move my logistics over here, though. I got a better idea. Here's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna put this here. And I'm gonna put this right here. No, I'll do. It's a weird way for a road to look. Anyway, should be fine. I actually, you know, I'm pretty tired. And I want to rework this entire thing from the start. But, I don't think I can keep streaming this. I don't know why, but lately I've been so completely out of it. I don't know. Let's just take a look at how I've been doing with the other. So they're streaming to... I'll just save as save game number 58. Again, I've been feeling awful sick. And I don't know how to fix that. You know, I actually, you know, I really do want to stream this tomorrow, so that, I think that's what I want to do. I do really want to keep streaming this. I'm gonna keep complaining about the lack of updates until they finally do an update, because the update is going to happen, but this is my prediction. The update's going to be really buggy. And by buggy, I mean game-breaking buggy. It's going to be a pain. It's not going to be so bad that you can't necessarily play it, but... Well, maybe it will, actually. Let's be honest. This is what happens when you try to put all your... all your things in one boat, all your valuables in one boat, and, you know, not planning ahead. Anyway, I was planning on streaming for like 4 hours, but I honestly don't have that kind of energy, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna end it here. Also, I think I'm putting up a... What is that? A thingamabobbins. I need to put up a donation goal because I'm gonna be honest. I managed to successfully get Medicaid. However, Medicaid does not cover my meds, so I needed to get a donation pool for that. That's about I only need $50 desperately. I'll set up that thing later. Honestly, I don't get enough viewership or give enough entertainment to deserve all that, so I don't really expect any donations. Oh, I got a server error apparently. Why? Trying to log into that. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. I'm probably just gonna rework this, and I'm gonna get some rest. I got some things that I gotta do. So, I do hope you guys enjoying this stream, my little rant over the frustrating lack of updates in this game. But, yeah. I'm gonna here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, or follow, or, you know, leave a share as well, because that would be great. Very helpful. A lot. Very, very helpful. I will see you all next time. Thank you and have a good night.